Hello, Mr. Waddy here, and I am writing equations of quadratics, given a few clues and systems of equations at the same time. It's a combination, the powers combining of multiple mathematical strategies that we've become familiar with. Here we go. Every rope has a safe working load. A rope should not be used to lift a weight greater than its safe working load. Makes sense. The table shows the safe working loads, S in pounds for ropes with circumference C in inches. I imagine this also is dependent on what material the rope is made out of. Write an equation for the safe working loads, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Good. Got it. And then make a prediction. Good. All right. And so the first thing we would do with this is figure out, is it quadratic? And so we would do like our little differences thing. And so the difference between those is 180. Or actually, wait. Oh, if I do... Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter which way I do it. 180 and then 540. And then the difference here would be... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, yep. And 900. Yes. And then if I do the differences between these, the second differences, this is 360 and 360. And so since these are the same, therefore... it's a quadratic. Nice. Boom. All right. And so now I'm going to try to write an equation. Here, let's do this. So what I'm going to try to do is use y equals ax squared plus bx plus c to write an equation. This is in standard form of a quadratic function. And I'm going to use some points to help me out. And so this looks like a wonderful point to use. Or though, is it actually? As far as predicting the values of a, b, and c, it would just tell me 0 equals 0. Oh, no. It would tell me the value of c. All right, it's good. We're taking it. So tell you what, we'll just use our first 3 points because they had the smaller numbers. And so 0, 0, 1, hundo 80, and 2, 720. And so if I plug in for x and y, x, I would have 0 squared is 0 times a is 0, 0 times b is 0, add 2 zeros together, boom. I'd get c equals 0, right? 0 and for y. And so c equals 0 is my first equation. Very helpful. 1 squared is 1, and so 1a plus 1b plus c equals 180 is what I get when I plug in for x and y. And here 2 squared is 4 times a is 4a plus 2b plus c equals 720. And so here's my 3 equations, and because one of them's already solved, I'm going to double substitution. And oh wow, this is el más fácil del mundo. This is wonderful. Oh, good old rope safety. Oh, man. And so I have a plus b. The c for 0 is just 0, so equals 180. And then I'd have 4a plus 2b equals 720. Let's see. Last time I did a lot of substitution last time. Tell you what, we'll do elimination. It's been a minute. So between here and here, least common multiple between 1 and 4 is 4. 1 and 2 is 2. So we'll go for opposite b's. So I will call this, oh wow, this is technically, this was my equation A, this was B, this was C, this was D and E. So I'm going to do negative 2D. And I would have minus 2A minus 2B equals negative 360. And then I could combine those together, negative 2D plus E. It's going to eliminate the bravos there for me. So I'd have 2A equals, I believe that's 360. And then div 2, I'm going to get 180. And so now I know the value of A and I know the value of C. So to find B, the easiest place to plug this up, rip, we'll go this way. Haha, is right there. And so plug in for A, plus B equals 180. Oh no, what? No way, no way. This, oh dear, guys, this was an easy one. Everything canceled out oh so nicely. 180, subtract 180 from both sides, you just get B equals 0. And so the equation was, let's see, A was 180, right? So 180 and then 0 and then 0. And so the function is y equals 180 x squared plus b or 0x plus 0. And so boom, right there's my function. Wow, good old rope safety for the win. And then what did they ask? Find the safe working load for a rope that has a circumference of 10 inches. And so that was my x. I guess I could have used C and S. That would have probably worked better. But and so let's make a prediction. So is y, when y equals 180 times 10 squared equals 180 times 100 equals 18000 18,000. And what's this, pounds was it? I think lbs. Oh, that's awesome. Good. So a 10-inch rope, I'm already forgetting my units, 10-inch circumference rope. Wow, that's significant, because I was thinking like diameter off the top of my head. But there you go, that works great, just dandy. And so what we did, we verified it was a quadratic. We picked 3 of the points to plug in for x's and y's. We solved for the system with a, b's, and c's. And then once I had the function, I could make a prediction with it. Let's see, here's the last one I'm going to do with you here. So let's see, analyze the differences in the outputs to determine whether or not it's linear, quadratic, or neither. Okay, here we go. So let's see, first difference. 320 minus 303. That's going down 17. And then 303 minus 254. It's going down 49. And then again and again, 254 minus 173. It's going down 81. So it's definitely not linear, because it's changing. And then I get 113, down 113. Okay, and then let's, second difference is, 17, let's see, all right, it's becoming more negative. All right, why is my brain confused with what sign it should be? When it went down, it was negative. Okay, so 1749, negative 32. Haha, whew. And negative 32. Uh-oh. And 81 and 113. It's negative 32. It's quadratic. By the way, I only gave you the problems where it happened to be quadratic. Whoop, whoop. All right, and then write an equation that fits the data. Here we go. So this was the, trickier part here, possibly. Okay, and so here's the equation. Which 3 points should I use? I'm a fan of 0. I'm a fan of 1. And this 4 isn't bad, because like the rest of the numbers are smaller, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter which ones you use. Any 3 will still give you the same equation eventually. 1 and 303, and then 4 and 60. And so plug in 0, 0, 0. I would end up just getting c equals 320. Ah, that's a great equation. Plug in 1. 1 squared is 1, plus 1 times b is 1b, plus c equals 303. That's a nice one. And plug in 4. 4 squared is 16. Maybe it wasn't the better choice. I've got a smaller constant, but plus 4b plus c equals 60. All right. And so tell you what, let's plug in and plug in. So I got A plus B plus 320 equals 303. Subtract 320 from both sides. A plus B equals 303 minus 320, negative 17. This is my equation D, by the way. And then over here, I'd have 16A plus 4B plus 320 equals 60. Normally I write those in purple, don't I? I do. Well. And so therefore, I'd have 16A plus 4B equals 60 minus 320 is negative 260. So, I don't know. What do you guys want from me? You want me to do? I'll do subs. Tell you what. I'll do subs. I'm going to solve for B. Why not? And so I'd get B equals negative A minus 17. And then I could plug this in for this equation's B. 16A plus 4 times that equals negative 260. So minus A minus 17. 16A minus 4A minus 40 plus 28, 68 equals a negative 260. Careful with my signs. 12A, we'll add 68 to both sides. 192, that feels divisible by 12, and it's negative, yep, divided by 12. I get A equals negative 16. And so now that I know A, I could plug this in here, and I'd get, what, B equals the opposite of that, minus 17. And so B equals positive 16 minus 17. And so B equals negative 1. And so negative 16, negative 1, and 320. And so the equation is y equals negative 16 x squared minus x plus 320. And this is an equation that predicts, apparently, some correlation. You give it days and it gives you feet back. I have no idea what this is talking about. What would be quadratic in its feet? The length of height of something over time? It's getting shorter? I don't know. Something being eaten? I have no idea. But anyways, that's what it is. They didn't ask me to predict anything with it. But there you go. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Adios.